Okay, well this is going to be another one of my makeup purges. If I remember, I'll try and link my one that I did earlier this year down below, but I have a lot of stuff here, and my daughter and my stepdaughter, they both just started getting into makeup. One's 10 and one's 11. So, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna let them wear makeup to school and stuff, but if they want to play with it when they get home from school or on the weekends, that's fine with me. So the Sonia Kashuk Ion Neutral palette. And this is a 4-3-12 eyeshadow palette has 12 shadows in here, and they're all matte. So, I don't know, they're all neutral, they're all pretty nice. It has this little, I thought it had a little book thing that pulled out, so it kind of tells you how to, you know, make some eye looks and stuff. But I honestly, I have so many shadows and so many high-end shadows that I would much rather try and get my money's worth out of those than try and work on this little palette here. I think this was, what, $10 at the drugstore, so I would rather just pass that on to somebody who would actually get the use out of it before the eyeshadows expire. This other one, this is the Rimmel Stay Matte liquid mousse foundation. I think this would be awesome for somebody with oily skin, but I have super dry skin, so this doesn't really mesh well with my skin type. So yeah, this is probably going to a friend. I have a concealer. This is the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless eye concealer. This is in number 210. It's just the one that's kind of swirled together. You can't really tell that it's swirled. There you go. It's got like a moisturizer ring in it as well as concealer, and this is lovely. I like it, but it just tends to crease like crazy under my eyes, so I can't use it, and I don't want it to expire, so I'd rather find somebody who can use it before it expires than to just let it sit in my drawer. I have some eyeshadows here. Here's two cream ones, and I love these. This is the Hard Candy, oh, what are these called? All Lid Up. I love this thing. I love the shade of this thing. It is gorgeous, but it's starting to dry out a little bit, and if it doesn't get some use here in the next, I don't know, 3 months, it's probably going to dry up. Like, that's an amazing shade. The shade is Pining For You, I believe. So, yeah, somebody just needs to use it and play with it and love it like I used to. I just have so many cream bases like this that there's no chance that I would be able to get through this and some of my other ones as well. This is an amazing product, but I'm not a big fan of gold shadows. If you are a fan of gold shadows, this is the e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadow. This has the same texture and consistency of the Chanel Illusion D'Ombre? D'Ombre. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, so it's a really lightweight, moussey texture, and it's like this glittery, shimmery, gorgeous, oh wow, it's amazing. But I have one that's like a purpley pink, and I like that one so much more. The fluorescent lighting really isn't picking up this shadow, but if you have not tried these and you like gold shadow, pick this one up. This is in Toast, and the one that I really enjoy is the one in Soiree. That one is out of this world amazing. I have a couple of these Wet n Wild palettes, little mini palettes. This is the trio in Don't Steal My Thunder. It just has the silver, black, and white. I think I've swatched these maybe twice, but I've never worn them on my eyes. And then I have these two palettes. I had high hopes for these because a lot of people were talking about them not too long ago. This one is Melrose at Night, and this one is Smoke and Melrose. And I depotted one of the shades out of the Melrose at Night, but none of the other colors interest me, so that guy's gonna probably be thrown away. And then this one, if nobody wants this one that I'm offering these to, then I'm probably going to depot this shade right here, since that looks a lot like Sketch from MAC, and my Sketch is really hard. It's not buttery like it's supposed to be, so that looks absolutely gorgeous. I might depot that if nobody wants this. And then I also have, I've used these, I think I used 2 shadows out of each palette once, and that's all I used them. Here's just a single from Wet n Wild. This is the shade in Sellout, which is a super hot pink. I have a couple hot pink shadows, and I really only think that I need one. So, I mean, I use bright shadows like that on like around Halloween. So that's about the only time of the year. Maybe once in a while in the summer I'll get some crazy idea that I want some super crazy colors, but other than that, it's not very often. This is a CoverGirl single in the shade Turquoise Tempest or something. I don't know. It's abbreviated, so I can't really see it, but I really do like this. I used to use this a lot, not that you can tell, but I used to put this all over the lid and then just throw some liner on, and it was really pretty, but I'd rather let somebody else play with this that wants to play with color. I have this BH Cosmetics, just this little thing. It came in a Ipsy bag, I believe. Has these 3 shades here. I really like that brown one, but it's gonna go find a new home. This is a Milani Bella Eyes Gel Powder eyeshadow. I went through all of mine. I have like 13 of them. This is the only one that I don't really see myself using in the future. This is a shimmer, and this one is in Bella Pink. So it's just way too frosty for my liking. That's it right there. I do have the one that's in like rose or rosé or something, and I probably would use that one probably more than this one. It's very powdery and chalky, and it's not the best. So this guy's gonna find a new home. I have 2 NYX shadows here. One of these, it's really hard for me to give up. It's this like green, very light green one here. This is in Earthy Shimmer. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's like a very light green with some gold shimmer. It's beautiful, but I have so many eyeshadows. And this one is just a gray one in silver. And they're both beautiful, but ooh, before I change my mind, I mean, I think I've swatched this once. It still has the perfect indentation on it, so they just need to find somebody who will take care of them and play with them every day. Here's a Tarina Tarantino Sparkle City Pure. This was hard. I went back and forth with this one because I think this would be perfect. It's like a loose glitter. I think it would be perfect for maybe like, oh yeah, that's not going to show up. It's a very light pink, glittery, shimmery kind of formula. It is beautiful. It's very shimmery. You're not going to be able to see that very well, but the sparkle on this is so intense. It's so gorgeous, but I don't wear glitter like ever, and this is a loose glitter, so they just get everywhere. I make such a mess as it is without having too many loose products like this. So here's a Sally Girl little single eyeshadow. This is a super bright blue one in Beaming Blue. I like this. I like using these wet. You can buy these at Sally's Beauty Supply. But if you use these wet, they actually have pretty nice pigmentation. So I wore this a lot at Christmas time this last Christmas, but my daughter was eyeballing this one. I think it's just because it's a cute little kind of, you know, baked eyeshadow, and I thought she liked the shape of it and everything. Here's a Jordana Fabibrow in the shade Dark Brown. This just has too much red for me. I probably, and it's really hard, like I have to scrub on my hand to get that to show up. It's a decent brown, but it definitely has some yellow to it. So unless I dye my hair brown, which I'm probably going to end up doing here shortly, I have probably 6 or 7 eyebrow pencils, so I don't need extras. Here's a Sephora blush. This is in Peach Fusion. I have a Sephora blush already that is absolutely phenomenal, and I reach for that one more than I reach for this one. This one still has the indentation on it, so I'm just gonna let somebody else love that guy like it deserves. Here's a duo that came out of an Ipsy bag. I have some hard candy products here. I have 2 of the blushes. This one right here, the light kind of orangey peachy pink, is in Honeymoon. This is really gorgeous. I wore that one quite a bit, probably a year and a half ago. And then this one's probably the best out of all of them. This is the bright pink one in Living Doll. This is their highlighter in Tiki. And this one's more of like a yellowy gold highlights. It's a little too gold for me now, so that's it right over there. I'm trying not to swatch these. I'd much rather just hustle through this. Okay, I have a Benefit Hoola bronzer sample here, and this just isn't my color, and I think the last time that I used this, it started breaking me out just right here in my contour area, so we'll skip on this. I have too many eyeshadows to use this as an eyeshadow. Here's a Jordana blush. I really love these, but I have so many different brands of this kind of a pink color. This is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Waves of White, and this was very difficult for me. I have a very large collection of Maybelline Color Tattoos. I have been going through them pretty regularly, but this one's kind of hard for me to wear. If it was just a white, I would keep it, but it's white, and then it has like this blue and purple duochrome kind of thing going on, so any shadows that I put over it, like if I try to put a cream shade or a white shade over it, it kind of pulls blue, and when I want a neutral eye, this just isn't the product for me. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, but I'm just not using it, and I don't want it to dry out and go bad. I have 4 Sephora Nano eyeliners here. I have a purple one, silver, a brown one, and like a dark gray gunmetal kind of shade. So those guys, I've used the purple and the brown one quite a bit, but these two, I have a lot of silver eyeliners, and I don't use silver very often, so it doesn't make sense to hang on to a whole bunch of them. Here's a Milani eyeliner. I've used about half of this, but I think I got this on clearance for like, I think it was like $1.73 or something. So I've used about half, but that guy's gonna get it out of here. Here's a Maybelline Great Line Waterproof eyeliner. It's just not as black as I like, and it's kind of rough when I use it. So it's definitely not very pigmented. You can definitely see through the line. And it is retractable, like it's one of those that you roll up, but if you roll it up, it doesn't roll back down, so that's another drawback. Found that out the hard way. Here's some purple eyeliners, because I have this great fantasy in my brain that because I have green eyes, purple would just look phenomenal on them, but I haven't found the right purple eyeliner yet. This is a Rimmel Scandalize in Paranoid Purple, and it's beautiful as an eye base, but I have so many eye bases, it's ridiculous. And this one's a Rimmel Scandalize. This is like the nude one that I wear in my waterline all the time, but this one doesn't stay in my waterline, so those guys are going. Here's a NYX Jumbo eye pencil, and you know how they always get smashed up in the cap. This one's in the shade Peacock, and this is pretty stunning if I say so myself, but I don't wear neon teal eyeshadow bases. That's it right there. I used to wear that kind of a shade a lot on the eye, but that one's gonna go find a new home. Here's an e.l.f. one. It has 2 of them. This one's like a liner, and one of them's a cream shadow. So this is the cream shadow. It's in a green shade as well as the liner. This on this end. Oh, did I use it all up? I used this one all up, but I didn't realize I'd used that all up. So it just has this shadow stick on this part. So I think these are like $3 in my opinion. I think that's kind of overpriced for how much product you're getting, but you know, whatever. This is the CoverGirl Perfect Blend. What is this? Eyeliner with a little smudgy thing, and this is in the shade Mink. And the reason why I purchased this, I bought this as a lip liner. Yeah, I know. I saw this YouTube video, and this girl used this as a lip liner, even though it's an eyeliner, and it was supposed to look, you know, like a supernatural shade. But that's brown. I'm sorry. I don't like brown nudes. So this was, I don't even know what I was thinking when I bought that. Here's another hard candy item. This is one of their Molten Metals eyeliners, and the pencil starts right there. So I only have that much left. Again, a silver one because I never use silver. I have some lip products here now. This came out of a Ipsy no, this came out of Birchbox. This is the Cynthia Rowley lip stain in the shade Valentine. Just a little guy. I think I swatched this once on my hand. Here's a Cargo lip gloss in Tuscany. This is beautiful, but I have about 5,000 lip glosses in this shade, so I'm going to see if my daughter or my stepdaughter wants that one. Here's a Bon & Bell Lip Lights in, I think this is Cream Pop. This one's really frosty, but it kind of has this off smell. Oh, it's like orange soda, but plastic at the same time. This one's probably going in the garbage. This is a lip gloss from H&M, and it looks fabulous. Super bright. This is in the shade You and Me, I think. But this swatched, it's very sheer compared to what it looks like in the actual tube. So it just wasn't what I was looking for. It's a really thin consistency. So I'm either going to see if my daughter wants this, or I'm probably just going to toss it in the garbage because that's kind of weird. Here's some jumbo lip crayon things. This is the Pop Beauty Pouty Pop Crayon. This is in Fuchsia Flirt. I have a gazillion of them. Like I said, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Slicks Balm Stain in Nudist Colony. And this one is the NYC City Proof Twistable Crayon in Metropolitan Mauve. So, just a couple of those. This came out of Ipsy last month or the month before, I can't quite recall. This is the Hikari Cabernet lipstick. Yeah, it's I have a whole bunch of, you know, higher end ones that I would much rather use those and get my money's worth, because I've shelled out like anywhere between $15 and $35 for my lipstick, so I'd much rather use those. And this one's really drying on the lips. If you guys got that, is that drying for your lip? The Revlon Ultra HD lipstick in Orchid. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick. This is one of their matte ones in Stormy Pink. I just don't wear this. I have a whole bunch of MAC lipsticks that look like that color. And then just a couple more lipsticks. These are the LA Colors lipsticks. These are like 99 cents. And I really like this nude one right here. But, you know, like I just got done saying, I have so many lipsticks that are this shade, and I've spent way more money than 99 cents on them, so I'd much rather use those and use those up than focus my attention on a 99-cent lipstick, even though it's fabulous. I love the color, I love the formula. This is just a hot pink one. This is one of the Jordana matte lipsticks in Pink Showstopper. These are really nice lipsticks, by the way. If you want a drugstore matte lipstick for under $2, this is the NYC Expert Last lip color in Candy Rush, and I think I had a coupon where I got this for free, so it's just super frosty. Here is a Wet n Wild, just their super cheap lipsticks, you know. This is in the shade 900B Pink Sugar. I did a Wet n Wild lipstick lip swatch video, and this was the first one that I had on, and I look so dead and gross with this color on. It just doesn't mix well with my coloring, so that guy's going. And this last one, this was kind of hard to part with, but it didn't really stay on the lips, and it didn't really do what it was supposed to do. This is the Wet n Wild Vicious Varnish High Shine Lip Stain from Fergie, and this is in the shade Street Queen. It's beautiful. Look how gorgeous that is, but it just didn't stay on the lips. It smells like paint, and I just wasn't impressed with it. It's not very opaque either. So that's it right there. I had to build it up quite a bit, but you can see your lip and your lip lines through it, so this guy's probably just gonna go in the trash. So anyway, that's probably the last purge that I'm going to do for 2014. I know it was long, I do apologize, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!